The Exclusive Blacklist, February 12th, featuring delectable wines from African American wineries. Meet jazz legend Marcus Johnson and shoe crazy wines Gwen Hurt and others. Delicious food provided by our sponsor, Boss Chi Catering, as well as live jazz. February 12th at the picturesque Virginia War Memorial. Tickets are $75 for this historical and trailblazing event. Become a part of history. Get your tickets today at www.thevinewineclub.com or by calling 804-993-4130. You don't want to miss this.
To all of my female entrepreneurs, it's time to expand your region and business profits. Are you networking in the same locale and viewing the same guest list over and over? Do you find your colleagues are referring new business and its clients that you already have in your portfolio? Are you industry stagnant? And are your social groups and events filled with the same people? If you answer yes to just one of these questions, it's time to expand internationally. You are cordially invited to petition for attendance to an all-female, exclusive, and private event featuring the Power of 52 Women, the East Coast International Business Symposium, hosted by rockstar entrepreneur and international business consultant Erica A. Murray and multimedia distributor and expert Letitia M. And moderator Ms. Joan Henry of the Women's Entrepreneur Expo, beginning February 28, 2015 in Baltimore, Maryland, March 28th in New York, April 18th in Washington, D.C., May the 23rd in Atlanta, Georgia, June the 20th in Boston, Massachusetts, and September, Africa. If you are serious about your business, don't miss this event. Go to www.thepowerof52women.com for more information. Once again, go to www.thepowerof52women.com and register today. This is an event you don't want to miss.
Cap City, get ready. EJ from the Top presents a Valentine evening of smooth jazz and classic soul featuring Wade Elliott, former lead singer of Blue Magic. Wade Elliott of Blue Magic. Also performing, it's the jazz band Smooth Concept, along with comedians Black Magic and Tin Man. That's Valentine's Day, February 14th at the Top, located at 10 Walnut Alley in Shockoe Bottom. It's Wade Elliott, former lead singer of the legendary Blue Magic, performing all of their hits. It's the best jazz in Richmond from the Smooth Concepts Band and Show, along with comedians Black Magic and Tin Man, with your host, the Butterfly Queen. That's Valentine's Day, Saturday, February 14th, showtime, 5 p.m. Tickets are just $25 in advance, $35 at the door. For more information, call 647-2592. That's 647-2592. Valentine's Day. Spend the night with Wade Elliott of Blue Magic, live at the Top, 10 Walnut Alley in Shockoe Bottom. Don't miss it.
Good evening, and we are at the Virginia War Memorial here for the Exclusive Blacklist, where we are going to be celebrating the African Americans that are in the wine industry. It's an amazing event, and I'm hanging out with the Vine Wine Club. I know, the ladies from Offthevine, well, I should say the woman herself, Benita Johnson. So we're going to be interviewing a lot of the different people here, learning more about the wines and these amazing wine owners. If you weren't here, you missed an amazing event. So I know when she does this again, you're going to make sure that you are on this exclusive black list. And welcome to this amazing event again. Just having a great time. We're just getting started. We haven't even really opened the doors to the public yet. And let me tell you, I'm already running into some amazing women, black-owned wine owners. Oh, just loving it. Now, you've probably heard this young lady before. She has interviewed and hung out with Benita Johnson on this very show today, Offthevine. But we are bringing her here with Letitia M. She don't know nothing about me, so she's about to really get the full force of maybe help you here. So, Gwen Hurt, thank you so much for just, coming and stopping by and hanging out with me for a little bit today. How is your night going so far?
So far, so good. We have a little bumps in the road, but we're doing okay. We love it.
Don't you just love it when we plan an event and then then Virginia decides to get some snow.
Oh, I know. And I thought, wait until we're done. Then that'll be good. Wait till people get some wine in them.
And then we all get stuck and have to keep drinking, right?
Have to keep drinking, absolutely. Shoe crazy wine, drink.
Exactly, and I'm loving it. We're here at the Virginia War Memorial. You have brung this fabulous Shoe Crazy wine. We're going to make sure we get lots of pictures, some pictures with you holding it. But, just thinking about you coming into this wine industry, what kind of inspired you to want to be a wine owner, yet alone in this competition the way that it is, an African-American wine owner? Who thought? What?
Yes, absolutely. My inspiration was making some wine in my kitchen. And I thought, boy, this is really neat, and I really wanted to understand how it's grown and who touches the grapes. And I thought, one day I'm going to own a vineyard. And then I tried to own a vineyard, and I thought, oh, my. One, I don't want to be a farmer, I don't think. And two, it's very, very expensive to own a vineyard.
I'm sure.
So I looked for another avenue, and I went private label. I mixed some of my own varietals, my own special blends, so it's proprietary to Shoe Crazy Wine. And I have partners, vineyard partners, which is even better.
That does make it a lot better when it's not all coming out of your own funding, but affordable for you to be able to make this business make sense for what your goals are. So I definitely love that. Now, Shoe Crazy Wines, I know you told us before, but you have to tell us again today, why the Shoe Crazy Wines? Now, I know women, shoes, get that. We all get a little crazy after having a couple of drinks, and it is wine. But I want you to tell us why, really.
Well, when I made my first batch of wine, I had like almost 200 bottles, I think, and I just kind of stared at them for a couple of days, wondering, what do I name this creation? And it was my first attempt, and it was Chianti. And my daughter said, name it something that you love. And I said, I love shoes. I'm crazy about shoes.
Nice.
And there it was. Shoe Crazy Wine was born that day in 2006. And it took some time to get it to the bottle, to the table, and to the stores, but we're here now. Yeah.
But, when you take that time and you do it, you get a better appreciation of it. You get the fullness of the whole thing, and now you can walk somebody else through it and bring more people into it that deserve to be at this level that you're at right now. Now, if I had to say one thing about giving advice to someone who might be thinking of being a vineyard owner versus a wine owner, what would you tell them the pros and cons?
Pros and cons. Okay, the pros of owning your own vineyard is that you have more access. Direct-to-consumer business, it's easier. You don't have 1 and 2 middlemen. Okay, so that's the part that's easy. I say that would be the pro. The con would be having to be a farmer. I mean, you literally have to, you've got to love those grapes, and maybe a snake or two that run around in the vines. I don't know, but yeah, you'd have to put in that type of work, and you'd have to run a huge establishment. Private label or owning a wine company. The pros are, again, you don't have to, be toiling in the soil, and you get to taste a lot of wines before you decide who you want to partner with.
Yes.
So that's one of the cons. Pros for that. The con is that it's a lot of middlemen in between, and it's a lot of licensing, and it's a lot of hurdles to jump through, and it's actually very expensive. And then for myself, I started out direct to consumer, and then realized very quickly that I needed to switch gears and also get into that retail space, which is what I'm doing now.
Good for you. Yeah, good for you. And I know that Offthevine the Vine Wine Club has been a really good partner for you in that, and making sure that you're getting not just direct to consumer, but also into those stores and into the
wine club. She's Benita's on point. She's selling with her wine club, and I'm here because of her. She came up with the concept for this and invited me in, and I said absolutely.
And what a pleasant place to do it, the Virginia War Memorial, where, some of us, our ancestors, can be traced back here. So let's bring this exclusive blacklist here. I love it.
Absolutely, me too. I think it's just great.
Awesome. Now, like I said, we're going to take a couple of pictures with your wine, but what I want you to tell everyone is if we want to get directly in contact with you, we want to find out more about your wines, I would like to order some from you. How are we doing that?
Okay, if you're here in Richmond, we're at 5 retail shops. So we're at the Urban Farmhouse, 4 locations. I think everybody knows the Urban Farmhouse and Marketplace, East Carey Street. She has one just opened in Scott's Addition, Midlothian, one in Churchill, and we're at all 4 of her locations, and we're doing very well there. We're at Brandon Mill Country Club. We're going to be going into...
you're so fancy.
Venues. Yeah. Not so fancy. but we're going to be going into some additional venues we're looking at. I'm waiting to kind of sign the contract. But you can also order my California online at www.shoecrazywine.com. But what I'm looking really for is to have my website be the product launch site and to really get, national with my brand.
Very nice.
Baby steps.
You know what? We all need baby steps, absolutely. But I think just with the Shoe Crazy Wines, you're doing such an amazing job. We love having you here on the network, being able to come in and join Benita and talk some Shoe Crazy Wine and other shenanigans.
Because
we know that they
fun.
Exactly.
That was fun.
And I can't wait to have you back. Now, we ask anybody who we interview, especially if you're already kind of familiar with May We Help You, if you can give somebody a piece of advice about the network, what would you say?
I would say do it. I mean, really, I think it's a great venue. It's a great avenue, I should say, to promote your product, yourself, your brand, and promote that brand, too. I mean, I think it goes hand in hand,
Absolutely.
right? We have to help each other. Entrepreneur is entrepreneur, whether you're hosting the radio show, right, or if you're selling wine. You're an entrepreneur, and we all need to support each other in that.
Well, we love you, and thank you so much. All right, so now let me come over here and find out more about this wine. I can't wait. Everybody, we're going to be right back. We're going to bring some more interviews to you, so hold that seat. We're going to play a little bit of music. Don't go anywhere. And we're laughing because I am with the fabulous, the extraordinary, but the crazy Miss Benita Johnson, the woman of Offthevine, and more importantly tonight, the Vine Wine Club. Hello, Miss Benita Johnson.
Hello, Miss Letitia M.
So how does it feel to be on your own radio show right now and being interviewed?
Wow, it's so weird. It's so weird. Because, I'm really shy, and I don't know what to say.
She keeps saying that, but as this interview goes on, I think you people are going to think that she's telling a story. So, we're at the Virginia War Memorial. You brought us all down here tonight. Beautiful atmosphere so far. We haven't really opened up the doors to the public, so I'm getting kind of like that sneak peek to be able to talk to whoever I want to, which is a good look. But you know what I definitely love about it? Girl, the blackness. Who put this black list together?
That would be me. That would be me. And the reason is, a lot of people don't know, about these awesome wines that are made by African Americans.
Yes.
And some of it is because of marketing. It's expensive to market, as you know. But a lot of it is because what I found, a lot of times the distributors aren't pushing it. So what I wanted to do was to have this event so that we all can become ambassadors for this wine. I'm showing you that they're really good wines made by brown people, and they're affordable. So now that you've tasted it, you can go to your restaurant, you can go where you buy wine, and you can say, hey, I want Flow wines. I want Shoe Crazy wines. And if I can get it at the Vine Wine Club, of course I want you to buy it from me. But more importantly, I want the wines to be sold. So if I can get it, they can get it too.
Absolutely. And, we've already talked to a couple of different owners here tonight, just finding out, what is driving them and where their wines can be bought and how well they feel as though they're being distributed. And you're right, they can get in those stores, they can get in those restaurants. People are willing to carry them, but they have to be requested and known, because some restaurants are not willing to take a chance on a wine they haven't heard of or are not getting high requests on. So being able to bring this out to the public and letting them get a feel of it and make it tangible for them. Like you said, now when I go to my restaurant, I'm going to say, well, you don't have my favorite wine on the list. And then I can also say, I know how you can get in contact with the person to get it.
I can help you get it.
Girl, you marketing.
Exactly what
how much they paying you? Let me see.
Not enough. Look, you don't see the bling.
Right, the new car outside.
You don't see any of that.
She still got the label on the window.
But it's okay, because this is about all of us. I want all of us to have the bling and the new cars outside. So
I appreciate you spreading the word wealth, and I do appreciate that. Let's just even take it back a little bit further and just talk a little bit about you for a moment.
Okay.
So as you used to own other wine stores yourself here in Richmond.
You had two wine stores, Grapes and Barley, from 2005 to 2008.
Then you went into the restaurant industry.
I did a little restaurant thing. And that was seafood, and because that restaurant was on a boat, I didn't want a lot of glass, so I did box wine, but it was a quality box wine that I did.
You know, I did not know that's what you did. I've been there before. I don't think I had wine there, but I did drink. I'm not going to say I didn't drink. I'm not going to say I didn't drink. What I said was, I don't think that we requested wine.
Well, our big thing on the boat was margarita, so maybe you had a margarita.
That's going to be what I had.
Okay.
Now, I was at a book club reading, so I think they needed us to be a little focused anyway.
Okay.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay, then we have you, the distributor and club owner for the wine industry itself now here in Virginia, where anybody in Virginia can register and have wine delivered to them.
Yes, we deliver the best pours to your door.
All right, now let's see where else you got. You also do classes and events for the wine industry now.
I do.
All right, so, and now, just considering everything that you do with the Vine Wine Club, appreciate that. Then you are crazy enough to also have a radio show. Like, how is all of this coming together for us now?
What? No, just messing with you.
I think she's been drinking a little bit.
Yes, she's turned up. Yesterday was my birthday, so.
Okay, all right. You kind of do get that. I heard, at first you told me that you were celebrating 21, but now you've decided.
My daughter's 21, I'm 30.
So you were 30. Right, I got you. Okay, you only need to be 9 years old to have a kid, really.
That's it. That's it.
We got people laughing because that is just some hot mess right there.
No, but how it all come together, I love wine. I am a sommelier. So I enjoy teaching about wine almost as much as I like drinking wine. Okay, so the wine club makes perfect sense. A lot of times, people shy away from investing in the brick and mortar spaces, and everything's online now. The world is at your fingertips. So what I do through the store, I bring those best pours to your door. You go in, you choose what you want. It's shipped to you via FedEx. Also, I do events like this to allow you to taste what I have. To show you what we have. We do classes twice a month at various locations around the city. This is the first time we've done an event of this magnitude, but this is the first annual. So I'm already claiming next year.
Well, I was hoping you was going to do semi-annual because, we do love to drink around here, so I'm going to have to work on you a little harder.
I
mean, this is February.
I got some spring stuff, coming,
okay. So
and some fall wine dinners. So we got.
But
stuff
as far as the blacklist, we're going to revisit this again
in February,
and it makes sense to do it in February. Black History Month. We're already celebrating our heritage and our black people.
And it's my birthday. Ooh.
Did we forget to mention that it was her birthday yesterday? You're now listening to this on Friday. It's technically Thursday night for us. So Wednesday was this young lady's birthday.
Yeah, yesterday.
Did you have a good time?
I had a ball. I spent it with family and friends at Orchard's Pearl.
Amazing. I wish I could have been there, but they don't never let me go anywhere. I was told that somebody was going to come in and take my shift. Person never showed up.
Oh, wow.
But we're going to forget my sob story.
Right. We're
now,
going to get some more insight.
I just want you to, right? So we got a whole bunch of mannequins right here. I think they could do a better job sometime.
Hey, they're going to be there.
So run down the list of who we're going to be able to, like I said, I've already interviewed a couple people, but who else am I going to be able to see? Just run down the list for me.
You are going to meet Gwen Hurt from Shoe Crazy Wine. She's been on the show before.
Yeah.
You're going to meet the fabulous Miss Felicia Cosby. She was on the show last month. She is, I call her Richmond's newcomer. She made some fantastic wines, and she's opening a urban winery.
Very nice. We already talked to Gwen about the difference between the winery and the wine owner, like the person who's just doing the blends versus the farmer. So I can't wait to talk to the farmer next. Okay.
Yes, she talks to Miss Felicia. I have Mouton Noir wines represented, and they're represented by Terracina because she's a distributor, and that's what one that she sells. Mouton Noir is a black-owned winery. It's in Oregon. So we have some of those awesome wines. You got to try OPP.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying.
You down with OPP?
OPP?
You down with OPP? It stands for other people's Pinot. But it's a Pinot Noir. You got to try that.
So get your minds out the gutter, guys.
We have Sis Seven Sisters wine. That's a South African wine, and they have 7 varietals, each named after a sister in that family. So we have 3 of those here today. We have Wisdom Oak wines, which is our the sole African American owned Virginia winery.
Wow, Virginia, y'all on the map.
And Melanie Bias was on our show back in June. And of course we have the fabulous jazz legend Marcus Johnson here with his Flow brand.
Absolutely, and I've been talking about Flow wines, and I still don't have my bottle.
Yeah, go see Marcus.
All right. I'll go see Marcus. I'll leave you alone. Now, there's one other thing that, is not here, and we already know it's most likely not owned by a black wine owner, but I just have to bring this up because it came up on the show last week. I'm still waiting for my bottle of Letitia. What is up with that?
I don't sell Letitia.
Well, we're going to have to...
I'm sorry.
We're going to have to import it somewhere. We're going to have to take donations on the website.
We'll find it. I'll find it for you.
So if it's expensive, we take donations.
Whatever. Nothing is too much for you, boo.
Because y'all don't know I'm her older princess. She has a princess already. Well, you know what? I'm not going to hold you up because, like I said, I know this event is about to kick off. I just wanted to kind of grab you before we really got into it. I'll probably coming back to visit you as it's winding down.
I'm going to be here.
And you're slurring.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
I'll catch you before I'm slurring.
Okay.
After that, break out the video. I'll be signing.
Well, we're still having a fabulous time, guys. We're going to bring some more music into it. I'm probably going to get some music from Marcus so we can blend this all and make this real. We are going to have some music playing in the background as we're doing more interviews, so stay tuned. We will be right back.
This is Caprice Smith, your uncuffed living expert. I want to take a moment and speak to my women entrepreneurs. If you have your own business card in the name of your business, but you struggle when someone asks what it is you do, that is a problem. If you are not making money that's going to build your legacy and sustain your family, that is a problem. I invite you to hop on over to capricesmith.com, join my free newsletter, and while you're there, schedule your strategy session. I want to help you uncover some things that you should already know. I spent 20 years perfecting my craft, and I'm willing to share all of what I know with you today. If you're not living uncuffed, you're just not living. And if you're cuffed in your business, your clients will know that and they won't invest in you. So let's connect. Until next time, have an awesome day.
Most people are held captive by being an employee or self-employed. Heroes Academy helps break these chains that bind them. Our financial school has 2 courses of study. First, one for people who want to transition to become business owners, and the second for students who want to learn to become an investor. For more information, please go to heroacad.com.
Cap City, get ready. EJ from the Top presents a Valentine evening of smooth jazz and classic soul featuring Wade Elliott, former lead singer of Blue Magic. Wade Elliott of Blue Magic. Also performing, it's the jazz band Smooth Concept, along with comedians Black Magic and Tin Man. That's Valentine's Day, February 14th at the Top, located at 10 Walnut Alley in Shockoe Bottom. It's Wade Elliott, former lead singer of the legendary Blue Magic, performing all of their hits. It's the best jazz in Richmond from the Smooth Concepts Band and Show, along with comedians Black Magic and Tin Man, with your host, the Butterfly Queen. That's Valentine's Day, Saturday, February 14th, showtime, 5 p.m. Tickets are just $25 in advance, $35 at the door. For more information, call 647-2592. That's 647-2592. Valentine's Day. Spend the night with Wade Elliott of Blue Magic, live at the Top, 10 Walnut Alley in Shockoe Bottom. Don't miss it.
All right, before we get underway and everybody gets a little slurry and blurry and tipsy, we wanted to stop over to Flow Wines, where we have the honor of being here with Mr. Marcus. So, Marcus, it's very nice to see you again. Well, I should say talk to you, if anything.
Oh, definitely. It's great to be here.
Absolutely.
Just rolled in on a 95 South. So.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! And so did you get to see a little bit of that snow when you was coming in?
No, I didn't see any. We had some up in D.C. earlier today, but I came around 3:01 because
and it was clear,
by the time I left, you don't mess with 95. 95 is death. I'd still be about King's Dominion.
Don't I know it? You know, I'm originally from up north, so I know exactly the right time to kind of swoop in and swoop out of town. You got to know your time frame to deal with this, or you might as well just go sit in the parking lot, right?
It's called being a true player. You know what I mean?
Or what you can do is have a nice little picnic in your car. And so if I had to have a picnic in my vehicle, which wine of Flow Wines would you, which wines of Flow Wines would you represent?
Well, it depends on your palate. We have a bunch of fun. So our Chardonnay is actually stainless steel fermented, so very fruit forward, very delicate, and as a result, we call it fun. Very smooth, but all the wines are very smooth, and they go down easy, which gets you in trouble. Our trouble wine, that we call it, is our red blend, which is the Cabernet Sauvignon Zinfandel Merlot blend. And it actually, I have people all the time when we do tastings saying, I can't have that because if I do, 2 bottles will be gone and I will be in trouble. And then our Moscato is, again, a Northern California Moscato, and we fermented out a lot of the sugar, so it's still sweet with a tad bit of effervescence. But because we fermented out the sugar, it has double the alcohol content of most Moscatos. So
I'm going to stop you right there. Let me tell you. So if I'm stuck in traffic, it sounds like the Moscato is going to ease away the pain without being sweet to go straight to my head.
These two would be the ease into it. This joint right here, that's when you get home after traffic.
Oh, gosh.
The Moscato will repair all your problems.
It'll repair it. I feel you. So just, really good to be able to see Flow Wines in person. I was supposed to get my bottle, I heard. I'm still waiting on it.
My bad. As a CEO, I'll take responsibility for that. I apologize.
Marcus, I'm just pulling your leg. But we definitely appreciate the fact that you came on the show. We're able to talk to Benita, really loving this brand, and even came out so that you can see the support and love of other Black owners as well. And now you're in this community together. Like, from going into jazz, which is music is a huge community all on its own, to coming into this industry, do you feel the love? Is there a difference? Is there a better connection here, would you say?
I think that events like this are key to creating the connections. Most of us have never seen each other before. We're all myths to one another. I have a very good relationship with Selena and the folk over at Heritage Link brand. Yeah. So House of Mandela, 7 Sisters. So I love her to death. And we work together. We give each other trade information and things like that. I mean, we've been trying to get in contact with Wisdom Oak and seeing what they're doing and how we might be able to work with them because they have an actual vineyard. And so we can do events there that promote both of the brands because there's so few of us that the rising tide, raises all the ships for all of us.
Absolutely, and that's one of the things that we were really, Benita and I were talking about just moments ago. It's about being able to get this kind of marketing, this kind of PR, because marketing and PR is very expensive, especially when you are building the brand itself, because you're already paying into the brand, you're already making sure that that's going on for you. But now the marketing aspect of it is going to take on a whole new level. So to be able to come to events like this together, where you're able to be showcased alongside your brothers and sisters of arms, to show above why African Americans are in this industry, you guys are thriving and living strong, and now we just need to keep supporting each other, I think is key.
I mean, another key component to this is the fact that you all have the component with buying wine where if somebody wants to get it, they can, and they can have it on the doorstep within 2 days, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That in and of itself is completing the entire supply chain. So if we do what we need to do and get a great product, we come out here and promote it and introduce the brand to the consumers, and it's priced properly, and then you can actually get it into their doors, into their hands where they can experience it, and then we're all completing our own loop. That's, very rarely do we have the ability to do that. And I think right now we're at a point in time when technology is allowing for demystification and the decrease in barriers, to actually be able to operate and make, again, to complete the supply chain cycle from, getting juice in a bottle to getting it into people's hands.
Yes.
And it's a great thing because, we have our problems with places like Farm Fresh.
Yes.
Keeping our stuff in there. Total Wine is huge. We're in, the markets that we're in.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely.
But the thing is, though, these people don't even know we exist. And they will go online, just like I will go on and have my Whole Foods delivered to me now within 2 hours. They can have it. So I think it's awesome. And then we can take these numbers, working with you guys, and then tell the story and show just how compelling a story it is.
Absolutely. And, we are May We Help You Radio Network. That's what we do. I'm the owner and founder of that network, so I understand what it means to be a black business owner in a majority not African-American dominated field where you constantly have to prove yourself and prove that you deserve to be here. So if you had advice to give to an African-American, especially a male, that is interested in coming into this type of industry, what advice would you give that man right now?
Well, the first thing is I would take most of what you said, keep it on the table, but remember one thing. Even if you're a black and you're in this industry, it's hard. Mm-hmm. The idea is that this is a work in progress every day, right? Make sure that you go back to the 4 Ps. You have to have good product.
Yes.
You have to go work it. I mean, people are like, my business manager's like, dude, what are you doing? You have to play in Fayetteville tomorrow. You get on a plane after that and go straight to Jacksonville on Saturday. You leave there, you have Charlotte and then New York, and I'm like, yeah, but this is my brand and this is my story. This is my song. You know what I mean? It's gospel-esque. We have to go out and evangelize our brands. And, for guys, if you look at it, I mean, we make up about 15% of this audience here right now. Mm-hmm. And when you go out into the landscape, I mean, you have Echo Love, you have, Wisdom Oak, Jerry, and Mel, what they're doing. But I feel like the Lone Ranger when I get out there by myself, especially to be on the national scene.
Yes.
I mean, we're in multiple states with supernatural, distribution through Southern Wine and Spirits and Virginia imports and things like that. It's hard. Keep your head up. Nothing that, is worth having is going to be easy for you. And it's easy to do it, but just pound the pavement every day. That's really it.
Great. I'm so glad to hear it now. One of our largest fan bases is actually in the Baltimore area in Maryland. So, guys, we want you to come out there. Check out Flow Wines. Go to these stores that are carrying it. Go to the website. Find out what stores are carrying it and get out there and support your fellow person in Maryland, D.C. area. We got the DMV locked down, so we definitely want you guys out there supporting. Now, how can they follow you, find you, and be able to support you online?
I mean, the best way is just Google Marcus Johnson and Wine. It brings up everything. It'll tell you the stores. We have a store locator at our website, which is flowbrands.com, but it's easy to remember Marcus Johnson and Wine. In Maryland, we're in Total Wine. We're in Total Wine in about 10 markets around the country. Harris Teeter, Whole Foods, Target, Giant Food. In Maryland, though, we're really, your best bet is, Beltway Liquors, which is Total Wine, Corridor Liquors, which is Total Wine. If you're in Montgomery County, we're in all the Montgomery County, Liquor Control Board stores, which was huge for us as well. And then I'd say, buyingwine.com. I mean, the fact that,
there you go.
Hey, why waste your time when you can get on your phone put a little order in and get it done.
TheVineWineClub.com. That's right. That is with Benita Johnson. So you know what, guys? Even out of the country, we want you guys now requesting. We know you're all listening. We so appreciate you here. So we want to make sure everybody even contacts us and say, how we get that wine again? We want you supporting everybody who is here on the Blacklist. Full Wines, Marcus Johnson, thank you so much for taking your time. I know I've been holding you back, and these women are about to get on me, so let me get out of your way.
Thank you very much.
And I can't wait to have you on the network again.
Thank you, baby.
All right, guys, we will be coming right back in just a moment. And welcome back. We hope that you were able to enjoy the sounds that you were hearing. It's just such a great night that I almost didn't want to do any more interviews, but I mean, I have a job to do. It has low pay, but it has plenty of wine, right?
That's right, plenty of wine.
And you probably recognize that voice right there. I am here with the fabulous Teresina St. Clair Wildwood. I am absolutely loving it. So you are here representing one of the wineries that you actually represent in stores. Is that correct?
Right. I am here pouring Mouton Noir. It's the Andre Mack wine out of Oregon. He also has vineyards in Washington. And beautiful stuff across the board. Just easy to drink. The Pinot Noirs are fantastic. So we're pouring today. We're pouring the Chardonnay, knock on wood Chardonnay, the OPP.
I heard about that. I said, get your mind out the gutter when you say that.
It is good, girl. It is so good. And then we have the Horseshoes and Hand Grenades, which is a red blend. It's got a little cabin and Merlot. It's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Horseshoes and Hand Grenades. Are you hearing the names of these wines? I am so torn away by that. So that's just really amazing. Now, when you represent a company like this, you're not saying that this is necessarily your favorite, but you're saying that this is just one of the people you represent, and, thank you for being able to enjoy it.
Right.
But out of the ones that you've just named, what would you say is Teresina's go-to wine?
Oh, this Horseshoes and Hand Grenades all day, hands down. That's some good wine.
Let me tell you, that says something about you as a woman, too. Guys, so she is not a gentle woman. She is not. She may look like a delicate flower, but she likes some horseshoes and hand grenades. You go ahead, Teresina. I love it.
You are too funny.
But I absolutely love it. Now, just thinking as a distributor as yourself, if somebody was thinking about getting into the business of being a distributor, of learning what a distributor does, and wants to just maybe think about or see the different areas in this industry, what advice would you give them about getting started as a distributor?
I would say just pretty much like you would do anything else, go online and do your research. See who's doing what, see who's selling what, see what the different companies are offering. Go in there with a little bit of knowledge. You ain't got to have a whole lot. You don't have to be like a wine genius, but have a little bit of knowledge about wine going in, and then have somewhat of a discerning palate. And then you'll fit in, it'll flow, you can talk about it. As long as you're comfortable talking about it and being around it, and you don't mind having a few drinks a day, which I don't know too many people that do. But if you don't mind drinking and, carrying them heavy wines.
I know that's right. Because that's what I was going to say. So you don't have to necessarily be a sommelier. You just have to be able to have a clear enough palate and be able to describe to people what it is so that they can get in the mood of what they're about to buy or taste.
Right, exactly. And the thing about it, at the end of the day, it is sales. You're selling wine. So a sales background is always helpful. But you put the two together with the wine knowledge and the sales experience, and a little charm doesn't hurt, a big smile doesn't hurt, But straight up, there's a whole lot of us doing that, so you can't be discouraged. You can walk into 15 places in a day and don't want nobody buy anything.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. You're in sales. You just keep on going to the next one and keep going to the next one. Someone's going to buy it because it's good stuff. What I like about the wines that we carry at international sellers, all boutique across the board. Not a whole lot of, large productions. You're not going to get something like we produced 1 million cases this year. It's not going to be anything like that,
See, I think if I had to be a taster of anything, I would probably be like a tequila taster or a
I kind of like that.
or a rum. Oh my God, I think oh my gosh. Let me go research this.
Yeah, because I could probably be a rum taster myself. Tequila, I don't know, it might make me a little mad. I'd be mad all the time.
Well, it's always a pleasure to be able to run into you, but I want you to be able to tell people how they can follow the Tipsy Sommelier
Oh, and please follow me on Facebook at The Tipsy Sommelier. And then you can also reach out to me on my website at ttswine.com. And, of course, I'm on Pinterest, the same name, the Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, the whole nine. TTS Wine or the
TTS Wine or Tipsy Sommelier. I absolutely love it. Well, you know, my darling, I may come back and visit you again because I'm going to have to get me some horseshoes and hand grenades. But I have reserved myself until I at least get a couple more interviews in before I start tasting. Are we supposed to be? I saw a young man who I know just come up here and dump the rest of what he had into a bowl.
Crazy.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to be doing that, so I definitely need to get some interviews out. But everybody, continue to enjoy. We're going to go and get another interview. We will be right back. Hi. You know, we're hanging out at this event, and I've actually taken a lot of time off. I haven't done any drinking yet. You guys are still good. But I got to tell you, I've been just meeting some interesting people. I met this young lady at the unveiling event, and she became like my instant bestie. I don't know if she knows that, but, we're besties. And so I don't even want to tell you guys her name, and I don't want you to say your name yet, because I don't really even want to share her, really. I just want to give y'all a piece of who this young lady is so y'all can be on fire for her design, for her purpose, for her movement, and for her coming out radio show. She's trying to take over overnight. She's trying to have like 5 shows, so she's really being greedy, guys. But I got to tell you, it's well-deserved. So, I want you to just tell everybody a little bit about what you specialize in. I know we at this wine event, and this is all good. Well, what really inspires me is meeting people like you. So give them just a little bit of why I'm excited.
Well, essentially, I work in the field of co-creation, so assisting people in building their dreams and what they're working on, from ideation to prototype to funding, and finding ways to use their creativity to self-actualize in a meaningful way. And entrepreneurship has been the avenue to do that, and so that's where I'm helping individuals so we create maker spaces, digital maker spaces in particular, for companies, individuals, and or groups to take their ideas and make them launch. So whether it's a startup and they need a kickstart, or it's an established company that needs some new innovative things that are really going to get them going and get them well immersed into their field even more, or to help them transform from a place of stagnation to just being one of the change makers in this field of social entrepreneurship, and or not for profit, because we assist everybody, but we're really just trying to create an ecosystem of individuals, whether it's technology, whether you're young, whether it's catering, cooking, makeup, whatever your industry is. How can you find a way to do well by doing what you do well?
What? I'm telling you guys, exciting stuff for this business network. I know we talk a lot of other things here, but May We Help You is established in talking to the entrepreneurs and you, is bringing together this community and just really building this spirit, because this is the only way we're going to do it. And to come to a event that's not based on business, it is based on the wine industry and their business, but just to talk to somebody who is in such a forward motion and excited about entrepreneurship, like you said, and no matter what the aspect is, I love it. And as young as you are, what are you, 12? What are you, 12? Who let you in here?
I'm 27. But that's actually what drew me to May We Help You Radio, is the fact that it's not just for you, but you're doing what you do for everybody else. Yeah. And so you're creating avenues, channels, radio stations, outlets for other individuals to fall into place and to actualize. And so I think that's where I find myself having a synchronistic relationship with May We Help You, is because social entrepreneurship is all about helping individuals, doing well by doing well. So I don't know, it's so aligned and it's ready, so whether it's public relations or just talking on the radio, I'm here to serve, help people. So hey.
All right, fine. You can tell people your name, fine, if you must. But if you don't feel like up to sharing, I wouldn't be mad.
You know what I'll do? I'm going to tell everybody to go online and research PR Kinda Girl. PRKINDAGIRL. So you get no name right now. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, PR Kinda Girl. Find me and just know that I'm finding other people just like you. So reach out, don't hesitate, and we're there. We can make anything happen, literally.
You know what? This is the kind of interview I like. I got a mystery guest. All right, guys, you know what? We're going to give you a week
to respond to this challenge. Hashtag PR kind of girl with her actual name, and we're gonna give something to you. I don't know what it is gonna be right now.
If we have enough people that do that, I might offer, let's say, 10 hours of free consulting time. Mind you, that does not come cheap. I met with the individual last week, and the guy sitting across him and is like, do you know what kind of consulting you're getting right now? He's like, dude, like, I don't think you understand who you're sitting next to. So, hey, 10 hours, whatever your company is, I think I can give that to you. Find me.
PR kind of girl. Instagram, Twitter. You said Facebook? We want you to find this young lady. We're going to make sure that we're going to tell you about it all week because we want to give you a week's time.
If you're serious about your business, if you're serious about either your purpose, your passion, or your business.
My gosh. All right, guys, now I'm really going to go play some music. I'm probably going to interview a couple of more people. All right, it's a lot of interesting people here. I'm not even going to lie. But I'm ready to start drinking. So, they drink on Offthevine all the time. I don't know why they're making me slave drive and not giving me a glass.
I just knocked back about maybe 2 small glasses of red wine. Got to find me another.
Oh, you got to go over there. Teresina, she has the horseshoes and hand grenades.
I had a Seven Sisters wine already.
I heard great things about Seven Sisters.
Really
and let me tell you, my middle name is Yolanda. So that's the one I'm going for first. All right, guys. We are still here having a great time, as you can hear. I am going to be right back.
Awesome.
Tanya Free. The year was 1968, and Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud by the Godfather of Soul, James Brown, was number 1 on the charts for 6 weeks. In the song, James Brown addressed the prejudice towards blacks in America and the need for black empowerment, a strong, powerful, and emotional statement of the time. The song featuring lyrics, we demand a chance to do things for ourselves. We're tired of beating our heads against the wall and working for someone else, became the unofficial anthem for the Black Power movement. Let's not overlook the role of music in our rich history. What's your take? What present day and songs from yesteryear had a positive effect on our community and society as a whole?
The Tanya Free and Friends Talk Show, your destination for the best in social and political straight talk. Wednesdays at 2 p.m., streaming live on TanyaFree.com and BlackTalkRadioNetwork.com. Join the conversation Wednesdays at 2 p.m.
Are you frustrated, disappointed, discouraged with your life? Are you angry with God? What's holding you back from fulfilling your purpose? Are you struggling as a leader in ministry? Do you believe you have an end-time calling? If you answered yes to any of these questions, tune in to The Waymakers,
on MWHY Radio Network every other Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are here to support you. Join us to get the answers that will prepare the way of the Lord in your life.
Hi, my name is Letitia M., owner of May We Help You Network. I want to thank you for joining us and enjoying our hosts here on MWHY Radio Network. Please visit us online at mwhyradio.com and like us on facebook.com/MWHY Radio. Tune in to learn more about our hosts and upcoming contests and our TV programming that will be coming to you soon. MWHY Radio, bringing together business, community, and you.
And you know what? We're still having a great time at this event. I've had my first glass of wine since I've been here. It was a Moscato. It was from Seven Sisters, and it was called Yolanda. Now, the important thing about you knowing that this was called Yolanda is my middle name. So, yes, I have just shared some in-depth information with you. That is the only reason why I remembered that it was a Moscato and that it was from Seven Sisters. I don't remember anything about wine normally, so that is a feat right there. But, you know, guys, we are still having a great time. I'm running into some amazing people. This young lady here, I've heard so many good things about. And she's laughing because she thinks I'm joking. I am serious. And I was told, you know, check her out. See, she's going to be at the event. So I asked one person, do you know Beep? I don't want to say his name because he's not here, so he gets no free airtime. Partner, Tony. And he said, what's her last name? I said, you know what? I don't remember. And he said, oh, yeah, there she go right there. I tell you. And she is a little woman. So, Tony, I want to introduce you, and we want to learn what you do and how you're enjoying the event. So let everybody know your actual last name since I am so unprofessional not to know it.
Gilliam, Tony Gilliam. That's my full name.
And now that you said Gilliam, I'm like, yeah, see it on the business cards all the time. You see how you have to feel foolish. And Miss Tony Gilliam, tell the world what you do.
I have a marketing company, Marion Marketing, and we help businesses grow in any way that you need, whether it be websites, apps, branding, image recovery, focus groups, communication, internal, external, within your staff. We do it all.
And I can actually attest to that. I am now a new client, and that's why I didn't give my man a shout out, Brian. But no, he has some really great things to do with his son. So, you know, just appreciating the bond that a father has with his son, so we're not going to disrespect him for a wine event. You know? How can you ever come back from that? Son, I'm going out to a wine event. Forget you. But, you know, you guys do such great work. You work with so many businesses here in Virginia. You don't know it, but I'm actually growing your brand into different areas, taking you guys to Maryland, D.C., up north, because I really respect what you guys do. I see the drive, and the love is real. You know, you guys are part of my family. I know we just met tonight, but you've been a part of my family for a month, and you don't even know it. Ain't that something?
Yes, it is, and thank you so much. We really appreciate that, really.
Absolutely. Now, you know, this is not just a wine event where we're out here tasting wine, possibly purchasing wine, but we are actually learning to discover the new wines that these African-American business owners are marketing themselves. There are some of them who are actually owning wineries that are making it, and some of them are just mixologists, and they're creating new blends and bottling it. Now, just from a marketing standpoint, how awesome are all of these people coming together to be able to market together? How awesome is that, and how trend-worthy should that be?
That's awesome. I think that it's great that as a community, everyone is coming together rather than viewing the people beside them as a competition, but, you know, just enhancing their network and lifting up the people in their community. So it's a great event. Really great.
It really is. And that's one of the things that I say about when we're thinking about marketing. Your competition is not actually your competition. They may offer or do a little something that you don't.
that y'all can play off of each other with, where you can refer services to them, and then guess what they're going to do? Refer services back. So doing this kind of event, I think it's amazing, especially to see all the women business owners, not business owners, but wine owners out here. I am super excited. Not to knock on the men, but we already know the men are trying to reclaim majority of the entrepreneur workforce, but the women are actually climbing on top as the business owners, the top entrepreneurs out here, especially in the U.S. So I just think that's amazing to see all of these wine owners out here. Now, have you tried a couple of wines? I see you nursing a glass. Oh, no, it's empty. Okay, you're not nursing it. So have you tried a couple of different wines? We won't ask you how much you've had, hint, hint, wink, wink, but, have you tried a couple, and have you found one that you might want to claim as your own now?
I haven't had the opportunity to try that many. I tried one rosé, which was really nice. It wasn't a sweet rosé, but it had you could taste all the fruit flavors in it. It was very nice, very, very nice. There was also a red that I tried, and she kind of made it herself, as you were saying. And
our mixologist, that would be with Shoe Crazy Wine.
Yes.
I'm pretending like I know my wines out here.
And it was it didn't have that dry aftertaste that you often get with like a really red
I got my
wine.
glass out. I'm going there next.
Yes.
Okay.
It still has all it combines all the wonderful things about a true red, is what I can say about it.
Okay. So for you red lovers out there, Tony sounds like she is steering you towards Shoe Crazy Wine. Now, she's not saying that's her favorite, but thus far, that seems to be like that was a really good one for you.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Now, I want you guys to be serious about your marketing, your business, how you are trending, how you're getting those sales, and the image that you're portraying out there in social media. So I would be remiss to say, if they wanted to get in touch with you, how would they do that?
MarionMarketing.us.
I think it is, and don't worry, guys. That site that's up there right now, we about to change that whole thing, because I sure am about to do a new website. I've been there, and we're going to step up that game on that one. But definitely get in touch with these guys, because you know what, you guys take it to another level for so many different people. And I love the fact that you love to work with the small businesses, but then y'all incorporate it with other larger corporations, so they're getting those services. So just amazing job for what you do.
And if you can't pull up the website, you can also give us an email at info.marionmarketing@gmail.com.
All right, guys. Love it. This has been Miss Tony, guys. Miss Gilliam hanging out in the house tonight. We're going to go back into the party. See, y'all don't even realize the music is a little bit lower. We bring it out to the side. You know how I like to come to the side of the party to do all my interviews. And I see another young lady we're going to be talking to. She might as well just come over here before I close it up. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, I want her to just say something. Yes, I already am. No, you don't get no warm-up. So I want you to say hello to everybody in your fabulous way.
Hello, this is Rachel Saliafa coming to you from May We Help You Network. I'm at the fabulous Blacklist event. Anybody should be here, because May We Help You is here for no other reason. This is fabulous, absolutely fabulous.
Okay, I have to tell y'all the honest truth. Benita is not in the house. This is true Rachel, because she gave me all that sexy just now. So Benita Roundtree, she did leave her at home. She left her at home. We are here with the fabulous Rachel Satiapa. That's her pen name. So and she did. And she found her man. So now I had to turn a blind eye, because my husband doesn't belong to me when these certain women come around. So that's just how it is. But I'm willing, and I know we're in shared programs. Now, I know that you just got here, so you haven't tried anything. So I'm going to tell you, my name is Yolanda. There is a Moscato named Yolanda here. Okay? There is another one that's called Horseshoes and Hand Grenades.
That sounds dangerous.
And then what was the one that you liked from Shoe Crazy Wine?
It was the red wine.
The red wine?
She mixed it, yes. She made it herself.
So we're telling you all of this because we already have a list. Like, I've only had one, so now we're about to run. So we are about to go back on to commercial break. But I tell you what, guys, we got some music from Marcus Johnson, who is the owner of Flow Wines. So we're going to play a little bit music while we go and get musical ourselves. How's that sound?
That sounds great.
Wonderful. All right, everybody. So enjoy the sounds. We will be right back.
All right.
First, I want to thank our sponsors, and I had to write this down because yesterday I got a year younger, and I forget a little bit.
So first, I'd like to thank the law offices of Alex Taylor, the Main Street Spa and Wellness Center, Boss T Catering and Concessions, the May We Help You Radio Network, Haywood's Photos, Moore's Auto Body and Paint Shop, Dr. Charles Sutton, Neurologist, Rita Ricks of Speak to Your Spirit, Total Life Changes, Orsa's Pearl, and Taking Flight. Without you, I could not have done this. So let me tell you just a short story about why the Exclusive Blacklist. George and I started the Vine Wine Club back in August, and what we wanted to do was to sell artisan and specialty wines on our website and be able to deliver them to your door. So another thing that we wanted to do was to highlight some African American wines. And my first effort at trying to secure one of the brands in this room, I contacted the distributor. If you know anything about ABC in Virginia, you know we have to buy through a distributor before we can retail. So I was told by the distributor that they did not have the wine. So I contacted the brand owner, and he said, hold up, let me see what's going on. The very next day, the distributor called me back, yeah, we have it. So I was like, if I had just said no, or okay when he said I don't have it, I wouldn't be selling that wine. So I was wondering how many other people are missing out or not being able to sell these wines just because they stopped at the no. So what I wanted to do for all of these winemakers here was to basically give them some ambassadors. So I wanted to introduce the wine to you all, so when you go to your retailer, when you go to your restaurants, you can say, hey, I want Shoe Crazy, I want Flow Brand, I want Seven Sisters. Ask for these wines because if I can get them on the website, they can get them as well. So thank you all for coming. I am just honored and amazed that so many people are here. When I talked to George back in November, and I gave him this idea, and I give George 3 ideas a day, so he's like, okay, so how is that going to work again? Okay, tell me, start from the beginning. So we are here. This is our first event, but it's certainly going to be an annual event. So thank you. Thank you all for coming. Thank our sponsors. And I want to thank our volunteers because I bug these people all the time, and they never tell me no. So Miss Melody Scott, everybody who knows me knows Mel. She's over there. My sister, Nakiba Zanati, who's sitting right there. She panicked yesterday when I told her she had to pour wine. So Mel and I just said, look, you just do registration. My cousin Monique Cruz over here, the Seven Sisters. My good friend Yoshiko Green, she's back there in the back pouring Wisdom Oak. My friend and sister and former radio co-host, Teresina St. Clair. And my baby who never tells his mother no. Whatever I ask him to do, he does it. So Noah Johnson is back over at Coach Jack. Oh, Noah Johnson right there. So I want to give the winemakers here an opportunity to say a few words about their brands and, share with us what they want us to know. So we are going to start at home. We're going to start with our girl, Felicia Cosby. I met Felicia. You got to come to the stage. I met Felicia back in November. She came to one of the classes in our winter wine school. And when she told us that she was doing this wine thing, it's like, oh, you got to be a part of this. So welcome, Ms. Cosby.
Thank you so much, Benita. Thank you. Thank you, George. This wonderful opportunity, this wonderful event. I'll tell you, I've been on this journey for 6 years now, and I can say that in this industry, there are not a lot of us at all, but it is a very profitable industry. I've been taking a lot of courses along this journey. I'm getting my knowledge certificate come summer. I've gone throughout the United States to figure out how you blend wines, what yeast to use, how long do you ferment, do I like oak, don't I like oak. And I would tell you, many times I'm the only person who looks like me in the classroom. And many times, if you go out to vineyards, I'm the only person who looks like me. And what they say here in Virginia alone, there is a 200-acre grape shortage in Virginia alone, because you have so many wineries that are starting here in Virginia. And I'm just saying this because if you have a piece of land, if you have an acre, if you have half an acre, if you get with somebody, grow some grapes. That's why I'm saying that. That's why I'm saying that. But I will tell you a little bit more about me. I just had to throw that out there because, you know, if you're a wine connoisseur, you can be a grape grower, or you can be a winemaker. And I see other people making a lot of money in this industry, so there's room for us, absolutely. So Felicia Dion Wine, I started, thank you so much, my mother is here, thank you for the name Dion. I didn't realize that it meant divine until I started looking for a name for the winery. And so really my mom just named me after Dion Ward, and thank you again. Thank you again. And so with Felicia Dion Wine, my goal is to bring wine into the urban area. So you don't have to be a farm winery in order to produce delicious wine. We can do it right here, and we're going to do it right here in Richmond. Come September 2016, God willing, we will have our first urban winery. That's what we call it, and it's going to be a micro winery. And so we've all heard of microbreweries, and so they're cropping up all over the place. And so for a micro winery, we're creating craft wine. So those of you that come to Felicia Dion, you're going to get a Pinot Noir, but it's just not going to be a Pinot Noir. It's going to have some type of fruit, a pomegranate, or it will have a black cherry. I like to experiment, and I think it's fun. And so you have a lot of people who are purists, which is great. That's wonderful. But I'm a creative person, so I want to create things. And I hope that you all come over to Felicia Dion Wine. You fill out the comment card and tell me what you like. You know, oh, Felicia, that doesn't really resonate with me, or I love this, it's so good. That's what I hope all of you all are going to say. It's so good. But the experience, really, we want to create an experience. And so Felicia Dion Wines, they're divine wines. They're divinely designed for good times. That's what we want to do. It's not for the wine snob. It's just, if you just want to have a bottle and feel good and just have a great time. And something that tastes good, because just like a good dinner, you know, wine, I think, is just the universal drink of the soul. That's what I've come to know. So I do want to thank some people who have been very supportive of me along the way. Haywood Watkins, who is a sponsor. This is my uncle. This is my Aunt Zelma. So Haywood is the one who took that beautiful picture of me. I said, Haywood, I didn't even recognize myself. I was like, who is this woman? Oh, my God. So thank you very much. Thank you, Aunt Zelma. Thank you to my wonderful mom, who's been very supportive along the way. So what they've done, they've supported me as I've had little home events in order to present my wine. And I want to tell you how it kind of started with this journey. My great-grandmother used to make wine. She was a winemaker. She made wine out of pears. And so I would watch her strain the pears with cheesecloth. And it was the strongest, surfiest, sweetest wine you ever tasted. But I loved that process. I thought it was very fascinating. And then I have a friend here, Bernie and Gwen. And Gwen's sister, Mildred, actually used to make homemade wine. And I would love to go to Mildred and tell her, Mildred, just pull out all the wine. And that's what we would do. We would have these wine tastings. And I said, I want to do that. I want to do that. And I started as a hobby, and now it's becoming a career. So I thank you to the Vine Wine Club for allowing me. This is my debut. And so I thank you for the opportunity. I really do. And I thank you all for participating. We need you to participate. As I said, there's a lot of money to be made. So please, you know, we need more events like this. Absolutely. And thank you again. You're welcome. Thank you. Come on over now. Fill out my comment card. Yeah, make sure you have that sexy red.
Okay, next up, I met this lady because I, like a lot of women, are crazy about shoes, and I just so happen to like wine as well. So we have Miss Gwen Hurt of Shoe Crazy Wine. Yeah, you gotta come to the stage.
Am I supposed to say something? I was back there trying to understand the wine back there. Hi, thank you. Thank you guys for coming tonight. I started Shoe Crazy Wine a little over a year ago. Sometimes we have like challenges in our lives. I think everybody's probably come to a point where you know you have to make a change, and sometimes they make a change for you. And so I parted with my company after 17 years. I was working in China, and they said, you know, we're downsizing. And then 2 days later, I was in a car accident, so I was rear-ended. And 8 months of recuperation. During that time, I started Shoe Crazy Wine while I was recuperating. And so here we are today. We're in a couple of the local markets here. I opened an office in Singapore, so I did my first export into Asia last month.
Very nice.
And so I'm just trying to hang on, get it going. So thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. I love the feedback from everybody. I mean, I think wine is very subjective. And one lady thought she had insulted me, and I said, thank you, because I don't have sweet wines. I have dry wines. But you're either going to like it or not. It's like art, right? You can look at something and say, oh, I love it, and somebody next to you could say, oh, my God, what is that? So that's what wine is, and I want everybody to enjoy the experience of wine. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling.
So if I have a radio show that comes on Fridays at 3 on the May We Help You Radio Network.
Wow.
But do I still say Blog Talk? What do I say?
This May We Help You Radio Network.
Okay, it's on the May We Help You Radio Network, Friday at 3, and it's about wine. It's called Offthevine. And so on that show, I often call myself the Twitter troll because I go through Twitter and I find people that I want to be on my show. So back in May, I was tweeting, and I ran across Marcus Johnson. And I was like, I'm going to hit him up because I'm about to do this wine thing, and he got wine, so we may as well have a conversation. So back then we talked about doing an event in February in Richmond, but the event really wasn't about wine. The event was more about cooking. So see how things just evolved. Y'all still got food. I didn't cook it, and you got wine, so it worked out. So I would love to introduce to you. It seems like he knows everybody here already, but he's still back there. I see him unscrewing. I'm taking a cork out of wine, but I would love for him to come up and greet my guest, Mr. Marcus Johnson.
First of all, thank you. Thank you. Give me hugs. We've been talking about this. It's great to be here, number one, because you all had no idea we existed, most of you. And you need events like this to make sure that we can introduce our product to you, and then that you can do what good citizens do, and that's spread the word about the stuff that you like. And hopefully you like some of the stuff here. I've heard some great comments about every wine around here, and we need your help. We were talking about distribution and talking about being a lone ranger. We're in about 10 states, and we deal with distributors like Southern Wine and Spirits, which is actually the largest in the country. And so when even if I'm selling 1,000 cases in a state, and that equates to not a lot of money versus Pernod Ricard that's selling 1,000 cases a week across a particular market, you become insignificant. However, your word helps us and helps pull the product through the system. And that's one reason why, in between performing last night and getting on a plane tomorrow morning in D.C. at 6 o'clock, which means I have to drive back tonight, I had to be here. And to make sure that you saw not only tasted the wine, but you saw my passion for what I do. Many of you all know me as, a musician. You see me at Kanawha Plaza, you see me at the Richmond Jazz Festival, you see me at Cap Jazz, cruises, all that kind of stuff. Not many of you all knew my story as a lawyer, as an MBA, as a professor, and doing business development and creating a brand, and that's what I do. And FLOW is an acronym that means for the love of, and it's about the demystification of the lifestyle process, specifically in wine. And you have people that come up to me all the time and say, Marcus, I'm not a wine connoisseur. Well, actually, neither am I. And really all that matters is what you like and how you like it, and whether I'm in the right place so I can help you make your day better. It's for the love of just lifestyle enhancement. Can I make your life better one sip and sound at a time? So we have our 3 varietals that we currently produce. We're working with a new production partner. We produce out of Napa, California, right in St. Helena. Our biggest claim to fame as of late is USA Today just named us one of the top 10 celebrity wine brands in the country, which is awesome. Above brands like Francis Ford Coppola, there with Dave Matthews, Sting, Bulgari, Train, and some very significant wine brands that are pushing 100,000 cases, 200,000, which allows me to know what we can do with your help. I also have to give a special shout out to my man Brax over here, because he was the dean of admissions at Georgetown Law School when God connected us and I miraculously got in. I might have done a little bit of work to get in, but I appreciate and you started it, and part of this is your success. So, this is our community. And Black History Month, and we were talking about why we had to do it, and why you had to do it in February, and why I'm doing what I do around here is because we've forgotten about stuff like that. Gentrification is a process of giving things away. Nobody's taking anything from us. You know what I mean? You take care of your own, you pass the money through, be you white, black, whatever. You take care of yourself, you build your brand, you build the infrastructure of your institutions, and we can have our place at the table, but you gotta make it. All right, Sheryl Sandberg says lean in. We got to all lean in. So I'm here doing my part. I hope you like my packaging. If you don't, let me know. I hope you like my product. If you don't, let me know. I hope you like me. If you don't,
let you know.
I'm all right. So, and we can deal with that too. So I appreciate the chance just to be here to introduce the brand. Please spread the word. Google Marcus Johnson and Wine. It'll take you to our website. That's easiest. You can get it through Benita as well. We're in major retail, especially as you get closer to D.C., Chicago, California, Nevada, Florida, North Carolina, or South Carolina, and Donald getting us into North Carolina as well. So I'm going to keep doing it because not only am I going to make my place at the table, I look forward to making the table, I look forward to making the house, and then the vineyard, and then the hotel, and then the plane to get you there. So, for the love of y'all, much love.
We are also celebrating the 15th year anniversary of one of our sponsors, Dr. Charles and Deborah Sutton.
So, raise your glasses and salute Charles and Deborah, 15 years. All right.
Woo! Okay, and my last announcement before I turn it over to my partner, George. The annual membership of the Vine Wine Club is normally $360. With that, you get two great pours delivered to your door. See my wrapping skills? You get those delivered, a newsletter, and coupons for other events and other wines that we have on the site. But for everyone who's here tonight, through Sunday, if you'd like to take advantage of that, you could go to our website, purchase it, and put in code Blacklist, and you'll get $50 off the annual membership.
Ooh.
So, and when you leave, this table is going to be transformed into our takeaway gift bag table in a second. So grab a bag, and the information is in the bag. So thank you very much.
I'd like to take a minute and say, most of you who know us, us being the two of us, know that this event would not have happened without Benita. Undoubtedly, this young lady is tough. She's smart, she's a hard worker, and she takes instruction. That's not true. Thank everyone. See you next year.
That was George, a man of few words, but very meaningful. Benita, the event is almost over. Do you have any parting words for everyone who has been tuned in for us with this special tonight?
Again,
without crying?
Girl, don't be doing no crying. Again, I just want to thank everybody for the support. I'm really overwhelmed. You know, it's funny. You just never know when you do something like this, and folks, you get kickback on the ticket prices, and kickback on you did it during the week. But you know, this just shows that people do support each other. You know, this is about support, and I'm very grateful.
Excellent. Well, everybody, we got one more person that we need to go grab, and then we are going to call this a wrap for this amazing event. And now I am drinking way too much now. But I got to tell you guys, I've had an awesome time, and I cannot wait to do it again. So, you know what, we're still at this amazing event, and as you know, we just heard all of this wonderful speeches. We were able to kind of get a glimpse into everybody's life. And you know what, I'm finally standing back here with one of the last wonderful African-American wine owners who just happens to be a woman. Hint, hint, wink, wink. The women are just taking over. Tell everybody who you are, darling.
I am Felicia Dion Cosby of...
Dion Cosby! I'm sorry. Go ahead, Felicia.
That's it. Felicia Dion Wines. Divinely designed for good times.
Absolutely, guys. You know, just an amazing young woman because her spirit, your heart, you can really see, and then the family that you have that's really supporting you. I almost have no questions because you got it all up there, and you really poured. No, but you know what? We have to sometimes take the spotlight when we need to. And this was for you guys. If you didn't take the spotlight when you did, when are you going to? They done threw you a darn event. So, you know, I know for a fact, and that's only because some people told me, that you do like to grow your own wines, that you are that farmer, you want to get down into the dirt, you want to get the nitty-gritty to be able to control your grapes. Tell the world what that's going to be like for you and how that's going to transform you.
Actually, I don't necessarily grow grapes. I grow fruit. I grow vegetables. And so, but my goal is really to create an urban winery. And so not be so concerned with the farming aspect of it, but to bring the grapes from Virginia, from New York, wherever, premium grapes, and then create premium wines right here locally.
I think this is going to be an amazing feat because, you know, we do grow so many different things in the urban community everywhere. You know, there are shows on prepping on how to do this for survival. Why not do it for our enjoyment? Why not do this for the now? It's not just about the survival. It's about, you know, wine is about enjoying life and living fruitfully. So I love that you're including fruit, vegetables, the porridge of what we have into this. You know, give us a little bit of a sneak peek of what this is going to look like for us.
This is going to be what we call a micro winery. So we're going to have customized blends. If you come to my table, I don't just do a Pinot Noir. I'll do a pomegranate or black cherry, or do a different twist on it because I think it's very creative. I think it's fun. But what people will be able to do is do their own twist when they come to Felicia Dion Wines. Right. So you can do your own blend. Why not? Why do you have to just stay with your traditional Merlot?
Yes.
If you really like, you know, the fruitiness of the Zinfandel, but you want some structure of a Merlot, why not blend it yourself?
I like that. Very unique, you know what, very now. You know, it is very trendy, and I'm sure you're going to be bringing up a lot of new wine owners in this. Not wine owners, I should say wine lovers in this because, you know, the youth as they're getting older, they're going to love this concept. This is going to be, I can't wait, girl, I can't wait. Now tell us about the wines that you have available today.
Okay, so what I have available today, I have 613, which is my pomegranate Pinot Noir, and I call it 613 because they claim it's 613 seeds of peanut and a pomegranate. I have Sickle Pink, which is a strawberry Zinfandel. I have one of my favorites though. I call it Sexy Red. So it's.
I was told I have to go and get me some Sexy Red. So
So your table is going to be my next stop for some sexy red.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. I have a special, which is a black cherry Pinot Noir that is infused with brandy. And I have one of my other favorites. I have so many favorites, but anyway, one of my other favorites is really a honey wine. So when we talk about mead, Egypt is considered a honey wine. Instead of fermented with the sugar, it's fermented with the honey.
I don't know. That might actually sound like to be my favorite because, you know, I'm kind of in it. I'm still going to try sexy red, though, because, I mean, you're sexy today and you're red. So I have to go and get me some. I'm in purple, guys, so I didn't make the cut. But thank you, guys. Oh, not too much. So, you know, I'm just so excited about it. I can't wait to come over and try it and really be a part of this. And I know that you've been on Benita's show before, right?
Yes, I have.
So you've actually talked to me and you don't even realize it.
I didn't realize it. No.
I'm the producer. I answer a whole line.
You did. Okay,
but only for 5 seconds. But, you know, I just want to thank you for being a part of this event, coming out to it, and really being one of the people who Benita wants to support and see get out there in a more light. I know that you're going to be now a part of the annual event, so we definitely have that to look forward to. But all the events that she's going to have in between, you know, girlfriend, you're local.
I'm local. I am local.
So you know what that looks like. That girl gonna run you. You know it, right?
Absolutely. I know. But I am so thankful to Benita and to George.
Absolutely.
They are trailblazers in this industry. And
they are really doing some amazing
things. They are, and not just here locally, but they're trailblazers. But they're trailblazers nationally.
Absolutely.
And I think it's wonderful.
Absolutely, they are. Now, if anybody wants to be able to order from you, follow you, start to love you, and really just find out more about your story, how can they do that?
Well, they have to go to my email thus far because I'm
because you're going to contact me to get a website? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely, absolutely. So it's AliciaDWines@gmail.com.
Now, are you on Facebook?
Yes, I am. Not right now.
Okay. No, that's personal, guys. We don't want the stalkers. My bad. I didn't mean to bring it up. But, you know, we definitely want to be able to support you. So the May We Help You family supports you. You know, Offthevine, the Vine Wine Club, the whole gang, you're definitely here. Felicia, you're not going anywhere, and let me tell you, you are definitely favored. Well, guys, this is going to be it for today. I think I have ran you guys rugged. We have met so many wonderful people, got to hang out, and you know what? You got to drink with me, whether you had your glass or not. I hope you had your own. But you know what? If you didn't, that means that you have to come out next year. They've already announced this is definitely going to be annual in February. So we look forward to it. So we are going to have Benita come back to you next week with Off the Vine with Benita Johnson. Good night, everybody.